Welcome back to Patriot Network TV. I would be remiss in my duties if I didn't make reference to the situation in Japan. Every day I turn on the TV set and I see the fearmongers at CNN trying to scare people about the nuclear power plant in Japan. I don't hear anyone asking the appropriate question. The appropriate question to ask is this: if a hydroelectric plant had been hit by a 9.0 earthquake and then a tsunami, if a coal-fired plant, if any number of other generating stations would have been hit by a 9.0 earthquake followed by a tsunami, what would the current situation be? Instead, what we hear is this constant string of could be, might be, this could be the worst, this could be that, blah, 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 on and on about what it might be. Let me tell you real quickly about the worst nuclear power plant accident that ever occurred. That's Chernobyl. Now, at the time that Chernobyl occurred, all of the same people, these same horrid fearmongers were there. And they said at the time, hundreds of thousands of people will die from this explosion. Now, the first thing to know is the Chernobyl plant is not similar in construction design or similar in flaws to what's going on in Japan. Those plants are much better, they're much safer, but I just want you to get the starting point. The starting point of Chernobyl was tens of thousands of people will die. The United Nations in 2006 did a comprehensive study of the health effects of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant exploding. How many deaths are directly attributed to the explosion of the plant? 56. Now, every one of those is unfortunate, every one of those was preventable. How many deaths will occur, in the long term? What's the projection of the UN report? The highest number they have, and this is probably what they're saying is probabilistically, maybe because of leukemia, we could see another 3,000 to 4,000 people die in the next 20 to 30 years because of that. Now, you've got to ask yourself, if we are going to have power, electricity, if we're not going to live in a cave, if we're going to have a modern lifestyle, the surrogate measure for economic development is energy. So you're either going to burn coal, burn gas, burn natural gas, or you're going to dam up rivers and have hydroelectric, or you're going to have nuclear. Now, the reactor that was damaged, the reactors that are damaged in Japan are 40 years old, basically. The new fourth generation fast reactors are completely different. First of all, we can make them much smaller. We can make a reactor that's the size of a garbage can that can be buried out in your backyard and take care of 20,000 homes. There are a number of things to commend nuclear power, not the least of which is that we have to keep developing new sources of energy. One final quick comparison that I want to make here. They have consistently, the fearmongers have consistently acted as if this Japanese situation is going to kill, the reactors will kill all kinds of people. As of this moment, nobody has died because of a reactor in Japan. How many people from 1960 to 2011 died because of wind power plants? The wind turbines. How many people died? Well, according to a study done by the New American, 41 people died in wind-powered plants from 1960 to 2011. How many people died in nuclear power plants in that same period of time in the United States? Zero. None. Nada. It is time to seriously and scientifically look at which source of power is safer. It is essential not to allow the fearmongers to scare you away from the right technology for the future. Talk to you soon.